What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Rambling Garage. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 89 GTA. We're just doing a couple little cleanup things, and then we're going to change up the exhaust tips a little bit. So right now on the car, come down here. You got quad tips on it, and these cars from the factory came with no tips, and I think I'm going to go back to that, but keep the, if you can see it, the hooker exhaust right there. So I'll put the part numbers in the description if this works out, but I found some 2.5-inch stainless just turned down exhaust tips similar to what was on there from the factory. So those are coming, but before that we have a little bit of work that I'm doing up front here. I did get a new coolant reservoir right there because the other one, which is right there, is kind of gross. So we're swapping that out. I already have it out. I'm going to be doing some cleaning real quick while we're in here, just to make sure we can get the stuff that's not as easy to get to. And then if you look here, we're looking a little low on coolant. I don't know when coolant was done in this car last, but we're just going to top it off. Use some super coolant to help cool it down a bit, and yeah, that's about it. So we're going to put this all back into place, clean up a little bit, and then we'll get to the exhaust. Alright, reservoir is back in. You can see down there we got the good old Dex Cool. As long as your cooling system's not compromised, Dex Cool is just fine. So we're sticking with that. Polished up the radiator cap while it's off, and we're back to running well. Only problem is we go look over there. That one's dirty now. I might replace that eventually, but it's not that bad. I could use some scrubbing. So there's that. Take it around the block, make sure it's temp is fine, but we'll get into the exhaust next. Alright guys, so we got the new exhaust tips in. You can see the part numbers there. That is 53822 for the driver's side and 53821. Those are Dynomax pipes. So we're going to put those on. They are stainless. I believe they're like 409. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong, but they are stainless. So just started by taking this tip off. I want to go see if it's actually going to fit the Grand Prix bumper opening. So I'm going to go do that quick, but then we'll get these put on there. So got tips are off. We'll take a look. I just flushed the cooling system on there in between here. And I'll put a picture up, but the dual tips on the Grand Prix actually look really cool, I think. So we might end up using those over there. But let's go see what it looks like without tips in the back again. Not sure how well you guys can tell, but this tip is definitely way shorter than the other one. Not sure why. We're going to pull the other tip off again. And there's some U-bolts in here that hold on the tips. I want to take those off and put washers in because they are getting damaged a little bit. So we'll fix that and make them even. Alright guys, so it's probably 4 weeks later since I last made part of this video. You guys can see I have the dumps on the exhaust there. That one is a good length. You can't really see it out the back. The passenger side was pretty long, so cut off almost 2 inches. I need to clean this up because it's dirty, but I don't have a vise, so kind of got cut up pretty ugly. But we're gonna use a sand wheel to make that smooth all around. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's going up under the car, but we'll have those looking pretty even, and then we'll be done with the exhaust and give you guys a full preview of what it looks like. This thing is filthy. It's just been sitting here. We've been pretty busy with the puppy. I'll put a picture of him up, but that's kind of that. We're gonna get this thing wrapped up. I got to put a new thermostat gasket in. The one I put in there is leaking. That'll be here tomorrow. So once I get that put in, this thing will be done. We're going to go get the silver car, and we'll proceed with that. So I think we're all done with this one. Sorry guys, it's been a little bit of a jump around video. If you look at the tips there, Kind of looks like that one needs to go out just a little bit. So I'll fix those just to make sure they're even, because that's gonna drive me nuts. Looks like it probably go out like 2-3 inches actually, and maybe the left one can even come in further, but we're done with that. I think it looks better than the quad tips because you're keeping the stock look, but obviously the better sound of the Hooker Aeroflow chamber muffler. So there we have it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll put parts in the description, and yeah, that's kind of it. I will see you guys in the next video, probably with this thing, but videos coming soon regardless. Thanks guys, see you then.